WF representing Palace, so let's tell you about Palace.
Here are the player ratings for Palace 1, Forest 1, starting off with our goalkeeper, Dean Henderson.
Yeah, I thought he had a good game. I think they only had one shot on target the whole game, but I think he was commanding when they had like corners and stuff, and he did make saves. Ultimately, I think a couple of them were like flagged offside for whatever reason, but he did make some good saves. Didn't have a huge amount to do, to be fair. I'll give him a 7 because I thought he was good.
Danny Munoz, it's funny because up until he got the assist for Sar's goal, I actually said, I've not seen Danny Munoz go forward, you know? And then the one time he did get forward, he got an assist. But I'm going to credit him for his defensive work today. There's a few times that he made some excellent recovery challenges, you know, especially some like close to like, if he got them wrong, there'll be penalties and stuff. So, 6 or 7. Give him a 6. Chris Richards.
My man in the match, actually, one of my men in the match. I thought he had a really good game under a lot of pressure from Chris Wood. Won all his headers. His passing was okay as well. Thought he had a very, very solid game without being spectacular. What Richards does, isn't it? Really good game. I'm going to give him a 7 as well.
Maxence Lacroix.
I think defensively he was all right. I do think that he got a little bit of a stupid yellow card really early on, which I think stumped his game a little bit. But I think that he did come back really well. Was very confident with what he was doing. He was still playing the same way. He was still coming out and following the strikers in when they were dropping deep. I think I'd give him a 6. I think he was good, not spectacular, but I think if he didn't get that early yellow, then I think it would have been a really good game for him.
Mark Gahey.
I thought he was superb today. I thought he was really, really good. Covered Mitchell very, very well when he needed to.
And Devaney.
And Devaney. And the amount of times as well, like he had the ball, it looked like Forest were about to pressure us when he was on the ball, and then he just ran through. So I'm going to give him an 8 actually, because I thought he was really good today.
Tyrick Mitchell. I don't think he had the greatest of games today at all, to be honest. Look, we know he's a very good 1v1 defender, and I think that side of the game he did pretty decent. Like, kept him Doyle, who's a very tricky customer, kept him fairly quiet. I think they even had to swap Hudson and Doyle at some point. And we saw the result of what happened. Crossing, terrible. Passing to find the ball, terrible. Into the final third, sorry. Just even sometimes being an option further forward, he was just too slow to get up the pitch. You know, whether that's fatigue or whether it's just mindful of the counter from Forest, I don't know. It wasn't a great game, and for the goal, completely fell asleep. Granted, there were mistakes leading up to it, but he completely fell asleep and Hudson-Odoi get in. So, for me, 3.
3? Ooh.
I was going to give him a 4. I've got him.
I thought his defending was really good.
Yeah, I thought his defending.
But his offensive was.
There was a lot. Yeah, it would have been a 4 had he not let that fell asleep for the goal.
Yeah, I suppose he was in for the goal.
Into midfield, we'll give you Adam Wharton.
Adam Wharton does what Adam Wharton does, doesn't he? I think sometimes he plays his through ball so good, and he's thinking it's so far. The rest of the team just don't catch up with him, do they? And then looking at him but he's actually split the defence, isn't he? So, but I thought he had a good game as well. I got subs at the end, but he played some brilliant balls through to Nobly. They looked like a bad ball, but they really weren't. They were excellent balls, but no one is on his wavelength. But I'm going to give him a 7 as well. I thought he played very well.
Will Hughes.
I'm going to give him an 8. I thought he was really good today. You know, defending, he was breaking up play, he was scrapping around with a lot of players, and I thought when he was going forwards, his pick of the pass was really, really good. And I still can't believe the ref blew up for that tackle on McAtee. He got the ball.
Crazy, wasn't it?
He got the ball. Yes, he might have nipped the player a bit, but he got the ball first. That's not a problem. But yeah, I give him an 8. He always, as one of you guys said in the fan cams, he always levels up against Forest, doesn't he?
And he was very unfortunate not to score. That strike in the first half was incredible.
Will Hughes going to score a screamer this year? He's gotten close 2 games in a row. He's going to do it.
Right, into the front 3. Now, do I stitch you up?
Go on, stitch me up.
Justin Devaney.
I mean, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because I think Devaney's a good player, but I think we all think and we all know he's not a 10. He's not a 10. He's an 8. Personally, I prefer him if he was to play. I think his best positions where like Hughes plays on the slightly more advanced midfielder. I do think we did miss a bit of his tenacity when SA came on, but then I think on the flip side of that, I think Devaney, lot of poor passes in that final third. Fair play to him for trying. Like, they're risky passes. I rather him try them than not. But equally, they didn't come off. So I feel like a 4 is quite harsh, but I'm gonna go 5 because I think 4 is a bit too harsh. Yeah, 5.
Ismaila Sarr, took his goal really well, but I think the rest of his game, once again, there's not that much space in behind. He does find it difficult. My goodness me, how many times did he killed Munoz? Like, with just a simple pass down the line, and he's kicking it off the field. So, like, all round, not his greatest game, but once again, you could factor in the factor that tiredness. Like, these players have played so many games,
already.
And they're back-to-back 90 minutes and stuff. So, if they've only got a 5, Sarr scored. So you stitched me up here. No, I'll give Sarr 5 as well. I was thinking about the whole all-round game. JP Mateta.
He struggled today. I think they were very physical at the back. Plus the fact he got virtually no service at all from our player. So he just battled away up top. But I'm going to give him a 5, not because I thought he played badly. They just struggled to get in the game because we haven't got the playmaker. We can't get the balls to his feet. Many times we just humped the ball up to him, and there was plenty of times they had two defenders on him. So he really struggled, but not because he had a bad game. I think it was just circumstances. So yeah, 5.
Into the subs, first substitute was Romain Nesse.
I thought he was very bright. I think it was a very stark contrast between him and Justin Devaney. He had the ability on the ball, the confidence on the ball. For someone who's, to be fair, his last appearance in a Palace shirt, that would have destroyed most people's mentality, really. Coming on, the manager getting fed up with you and then pulling you straight back off again within 10 minutes. But he came on and he showed a lot of confidence, he showed a lot of skill, and I think he showed a lot of quality as well. I don't think he spent enough time on the pitch to actually get anything done that was like really meaningful, but there were times where he'd pick up the ball in a really tight situation, use some skills, a bit of confidence, work his way out of it, and other times where he'd get the ball down the line and he'd do a chop and something and win a foul. That's something that Devaney wouldn't do. But the difference to that is Devaney would run down the line, but SA would come short. So it's two completely different players, but I thought that he was very good for the time he was on the pitch, and I thought that he actually made a lot of stuff happen and changed the game for us a little bit to give us that little bit of momentum in the late half of the second half. So I will give him a 6.
Jefferson Lerma.
I don't think he was on long enough, really. Like, he did okay, but he wasn't on very long, so 5.
Yeah, I'll say the same for Austin Edouard, just standard 5, went on for long enough. What a very crucial free kick, actually, because I think if we had lost the ball there as well, it might have been a ropey time for us in the back end of that game. So that leaves the fans, Oliver Gleisner. No, not fans, Oliver Gleisner.
Oliver Gleisner, what he does, isn't it? He takes a lot of not very average players and makes them a good team, doesn't he?
He's a magician.
He is, and I think he's not. Yeah, he is. I don't think he could have done anything else that he did actually do. And we got a point without a playmaker, without a talisman. So yeah, I'm going to give him an 8. I thought he couldn't do much more, really. And if the subs were good at the right time, I'm glad he swallowed his pride and brought SA on, because that was absolutely the right call. He's got, sometimes you might not think he's up to it. You just got to throw him in and give him a chance. And actually he did okay. So I'm going to give him an 8. I thought Glasman did okay.
Now, JC, the fans.
I thought, that chant is very nice. The extra little bit at the end, as Chairman said, Chelsea, I think it adds that little bit of class on the end of it. But, I think the atmosphere was really good. I think it was really good until they scored, because then it was a bit flat. Yeah, it was, overall, Tifo was really nice. was it Sky Sports said it was Mark Gay, even though it's clearly Joe Ward. So Sky get a 0, but I would give the fans, I think, a 9. I think that's the best I've seen Sellers Park in a good long while. It was better than it was on Thursday.
It was proper rocking at the start. It was crazy loud.
Very good.
Which leaves the ref.
I thought he had a poor game. I thought he's made quite a few bizarre decisions, and then suddenly started booking players for time wasting out of nowhere. And then I feel like he set a precedent with that, and then started doing it with about 4 or 5 other people. So, yeah, I think he gets like a 3, really.
Fair play. That's I haven't missed anyone. So it's the player ratings for Palace 1, Forest 1. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, up the Palace.